Begin with a new twist in the Renoviction process.
That's what tenants call it when lengthy construction projects displace them from their rent-controlled units.
KPIX5 Susie Steimle has been covering this topic for us and joins us now with some news of a six-figure settlement for some of those renters. Susie?
Well, Ken and Liz, these tenants were able to do what so few have the money, time, or resources to do, which is to hire a lawyer and fight for 3 years. They have now been granted a $575,000 settlement, but neither side feels like they've won.
If I had nowhere else to go, I was, holding on to my home. So I did what I had to do.
We first introduced you to Peter Howe back in 2016. He was living in an SRO in Oakland's Hotel Travelers, paying $587 a month. Developer Danny Haber had just bought his building and started renovating. Tenants endured constant construction that Peter says made the place unlivable.
The construction was horrible. They literally tore the place down around our ears.
Haber's company offered buyouts to Peter and other tenants with rent control, and most accepted. But Peter and 3 others lawyered up and sued for wrongful eviction, saying the renovations forced them to move out so Haber could renovate their units and charge more in rent. Haber settled and agreed to pay $575,000 to all 4 tenants.
I'm a happy camper.
Dana Wallace is one of 2 tenants who chose to stay at the Travelers Hotel. He was displaced for a year, but says Haber made it easy for him to come back.
I moved out for like a year and a month or 2 months, and Danny Haber paid for it. He paid for the whole thing.
The company never hid who they were trying to attract. The business plan targets young professionals, advertises yoga and trendy beer gardens. Apartments are now going for $1,500 a month. But Dana still pays $685 and loves the renovations. He says before Haber,
it was cockroach, rat infested, and bedbug infested.
And now, who are the people living in the building now?
Mostly techies.
Oakland is losing its SROs. There were more than 2,000 in 1985, and there are just about 1,400 today. As for Peter, this Bay Area native moved home to Orinda to take care of his aging parents. After that, he's not sure he'll be able to stay.
At the end, Danny Haber still has his hotel. We're still gone, So, as far as, is it a win? I can't tell you.
We, of course, reached out to the developer, Danny Haber, for an interview. He was not able to go on camera, but he did send us a statement saying, in part, when we offered tenants either a new home down the block at the same price or to put them up in temporary housing, 21 of 25 decided to work with us on common solutions and are happier to this day for it. But it is worth pointing out, of those 25 rent-controlled tenants, only a very small handful were able to stay in that building. Live on Treasure Island, Susie Steimle, KPIX5.